Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video is going to be a Goad Paladin run, I think. I went back and forth a bunch on which deck I wanted to record. There are a lot of, basically every deck changed to this patch, so there are a lot of things that I wanted to try out, but Paladin in particular, I think I like the one run that I've done with this deck, and so I wanted to record another one. So, Goad Paladin, the idea is... It's called Goad Paladin, but at this point there aren't any goading cards in the starting list. But our goal is to set up a bunch of Reflect using primarily Guardian Tactics, and then use that to just turtle and then kill enemies with Reflect and counterattack damage. So Distill Elements is one of our shield generation cards. We have 2 Voltaic Surges and 1 Frozen Hide. So Frozen Hide is giving us tough. And then we are taking advantage of Distill Elements to let us get away with running those. We also have Hobble, which is going to give us weak and is going to draw us cards. We only have 4 mana cards, but because our deck as a whole is very cheap, that shouldn't be a problem. Accursed Ceremony is now 0 mana. And so that makes that one also easier to play. And so the thing is, the shades give us more things to counterattack and things to goad if we need that. I think we do want Careless Defense, which is trigger the action of any enemy. We want that in our list. We may want Goading Bolt, but right now that is not in my list. I don't think we want Blinding Shield. I'm trying to think what else we would want to put in that I haven't added yet. I don't think Charge Strike is really where this deck wants to be. We do want Absorb Element, because Absorb Element was bugged for a while during this beta, but it isn't anymore, which is important. I kind of want to have some growth generation. We have Meditate, which is nice. Volt Transfer, I'm not sure is where we want to be. I don't think Voltaic Frost is where we want to be. I think we need more card draw, though. Just need to figure out what our card draw is going to be. I think Overthink is a pretty good choice. If we're not going to have much card draw, that it should draw us that many cards. And then Brainstorm is another reasonable choice. Or maybe just Contemplate, because Contemplate is just efficient. That works. Okay. Seems like a reasonable stack of cards. Let's see how it goes. By that and that and that. That should all be good. Let me make sure that we've got Deploy Shield in here, because I do think that is... We do? Okay. And away we go. Okay. Vengeful Shades having less health is pretty nice, because we are going to be summoning them. But it's also not a huge deal. I may just rather have the critical chance. Oh man, these are all, oh man. You know, I talk about how, like, when you see your card pool cards, you should like them. Like, if you get this extra card choice at the beginning, if you don't like all 3 of the cards you're presented, you've done something wrong. But these are all cards that I think are, like, of the cards that we could have gotten, these are possibly the best. I think I'm going to take the Barbed Strike, because that's the one I would want multiple of if we could get them. And then I think I want the Toughen. The thing is, the 2 things I want most here are this Mana Font, or this Shocking Grasp and this Toughen. We can't go for both. I think we do want to go through Events, because extra upgrades are very nice for this deck. And I think Arcane Aegis is the card that we want. It's also possible that it's worth going up here just for more shots at, like, Thorn Whip and Arcane Aegis. And that would also give us this Elite. But I think the extra upgrade chance is better. So we're going to start here. Alright. Slightly awkward opening, but it's fine. Okay, we can Guardian Tactics. And Guardian Tactics, just lots of shield. I think we're just going to Purify, although it doesn't matter a ton. So we get a double slash from counterattacking. Plenty of mana. More Reflect, and I think we are going to Curse you. Okay. There we go. Arcane Aegis is very good. Careless Defense is also very good, but I want this Arcane Aegis. Hey, there's one of our upgrades. I think Barbed Strike is the first pick to get that extra 2 Reflect. Just get more max mana. And Powerful Gained on Kill is actually okay. We are going to be summoning Shades potentially. I mean, we're summoning Shades right now, but there's always a chance that we'll end up cutting it at some point. All right, we actually hit 0 mana for once, which has proven to be surprisingly difficult with this list. Steal our mana like jerks. Let's see, we're taking 20. We really can't afford to summon more right now. Okay. We are finally going to actually supercharge, which is nice. And then, yeah, we have lethal here, because we're just going to go pop and pop. Okay, more Guardian Tactics. We will need more mana at some point, but for now, with our deck being very, very low cost across the board, it's not a major concern. I shouldn't have, I sequenced that wrong because I don't actually need that. I don't need that shield yet, so I should have played the Guardian Tactics before I gained the energy. Okay. And then let's go and do that because that'll apply some shock, which is fun. And we don't need the shield. Unfortunately, the one thing, the big downside to fighting this particular enemy is that this enemy doesn't attack a lot, so and that we do need to make our way through this purity so that we can do the thing that matters, so that we can get more curse on. All right. Let's go ahead and go pop. And then, yeah, so we got a shock on there, which is nice. And then we can just do this to get some shield back. And the nice thing is we should be able to remove the arcane from us this turn. Although it looks like we won't have a way to actually get through all the way. But we get a lot of shield, which means that this detonation won't really hurt us too bad. We are now arcane leaked, which is not great. Okay, and then 19 damage from the reflect, and we got there. Okay, I kind of want to try Provoking Shove. It's been a while since I have run that, and it seems potentially very good. It also seems potentially very bad, but that's why I want to try it. I think we upgrade, not that, I think we upgrade Guardian Tactics. Because I think extra reflect and extra counterattack. Probably. Sorry, my brain is just wandering off on an adventure. Yes, I think extra reflect is what we want. Because I think reflect stacking is important. Although, being able to go supercharged off of just playing that once is very nice. And we still need we definitely need the purify still if we're doing this. And I think having access to toughen is the more important thing right now. Of these cards, I don't think we really need any of them, so it does not matter a ton which of these we fight. I'm so used to that being 4 mana. I thought that was going to get us to 0. Alright. Naturally, none of these friends are actually attacking us this turn, which is very rude of them. How are we supposed to reflect if they won't attack? We do need to find cleanse. That's pretty important. Okay. So this means we can now detonate this front one. Okay, that's nice. We can get some mana back. So we could just do this and get back. That would shock you. What do you think? It would trigger your action twice, but you wouldn't be able to actually hurt us, which seems good. And so, okay, so that stuttered very quickly, but it did act twice. But the animation there seemed off. I think we just take more barbed strikes. I still don't think we need the mana quite yet, and I think we do want to be able to stack a lot of reflect. Okay, let's see if we can get a 1-cost something. No such luck. But we do have this, which we can use to blow you up. Which means we get a little bit of counterattack. We can get tough and shock ourselves. Because I think we want to go bonk, 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 bonk. And then that's going to be a lethal. Let's do that. Win. Okay. So yeah, we are theoretically a defensive deck, but ideally we don't play too long of fights. Cleansing Shield is nice. And now we got tough and weak set up. Sure. We'll just clean that off. 4 mana. So next turn we'll have plenty of mana to work with. If we need it, which we probably will not, and we kind of don't. And we don't need to play that, so we're not going to. Let me think. Deciding if I want to play this before or after I supercharge. And we're going to do that. So Voltaic Surge on this patch, if you play it while you're supercharged, you get non-temporary powerful. So we now just have extra 2 powerful, which is nice. Unfortunately, we are now going to take 20 damage. We cannot afford to play this. It will kill us. I mean, it won't kill us, but it will kill this, though. That's actually worth it. We actually take less damage this way. And there's Toughen, which I like. It gives us a way to heal. It gives us... I do like having a 3rd Barbed Strike, but I think having access to that 2nd Tough source is nice. I think we want the Key of Wisdom. And I think we still like all the cards in the list, so we're going to just keep rolling. I really do need to pick up more mana at some point. But because we don't have any card draw, it hasn't really mattered yet. Okay, let's see. Make all of you weak. And let's go ahead and play that because that'll shock something, which is fun. If we play this, we just end up accidentally cursing ourselves, which is not great. I feel like applying more weak and more frail. And then this will just outright kill you. And now we can curse safely. Rude. Okay, let's... Oh, we won't get a full arcane detonation there, which is unfortunate. I think now we will. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So it's not counting any of our buffs. Or, oh no, it would just took it a moment to update properly. Let's start with this. So this one is going to pass on a bunch of buffs when it dies. I think we want to go ahead and kill it first, because then this gets the little bit of extra from the powerful that we get from a kill. Okay, so we need to play this so that we can reduce all of our statuses and get a lot of shield. And get even more shield so that when we explode here, it doesn't hurt too bad. Okay. You're dead. And now we just have one more to kill. We are taking damage again. But only 1 damage, because the death happens before the reflect. Nature's Blessing seems very good for us here. Sanctity is also always very good, and probably was what I should have taken, but... potentially draws us a lot of cards. It makes it expensive. Kind of have the mana. I think we should upgrade the other Barb Strike for now. I think we need at least 1 more mana card before we do that, before we upgrade that. I don't think we want to take Purify out quite yet. We do really want the Shocking Focus. And the other card that we really want is Mystic Ritual. Because we're doing the self-status thing, which means that those are very good. Okay. Alright. I don't remember how hard this thing is going to hit this. Okay, so assuming that that's accurate, we can afford to summon it. It only draws this 1, but that's fine. Totally fine to just keep going. I'm pretty sure if we do this, it won't actually hit us for anything. Yeah. And now you're just going to die to reflect. You're not going to accomplish anything. And you're dead. And that's not really what we were looking for, although it is fine. Carol's defense is also very reasonable. Assault Protocol we're not really getting off because we're not getting the energy gain. Or we're not really getting the counterattack. Sorry. No, the last part. We're not getting the mana because we aren't applying Shocked much. I think Gathering Bolt is actually reasonable. We don't have a ton of mana cards, which... bit of a problem, but it'll be fine. Okay, so this guy's going to be a jerk if we can't kill him. So, let's see what we get out of this. Okay, yeah, because the Adept is kind of what I was thinking we would want. So now, we really do not want to bait that one, though. That would be very bad for us. then we can set up purity if we want to. That seems okay. This guy's going to be a jerk. There's just not really a ton we can do about that. We do get to draw an extra card. And we can get extra shield to compensate for the fact that we're going to explode. Oh, we're not, because we're just going to kill from the counterattack, which, you know, that works for me. Yeah, we get to draw 2 cards. Pop off one of those bladed stacks at least. And get the kill. Alright, that was fairly clean. I think we kind of want to overthink. Rocky Hide is not bad, though. All of these are pretty good, but I think overthink, we still need mana. That overthink is going to be tricky to use until we find mana, but Mask of the Wicked. We also really want to find a Sanctuary at some point, I think. Also, I'm really, really hoping we get this Shocking Focus here. Just make this a whole lot cleaner if we have that. See what we get. It's actually very nice. Thank you. So, we could Provoking Shove, but that seems very, very bad. Oh, we could Provoking Shove the that thing. And that's actually totally good. Totally good. Bonk. Yeah, this thing doesn't attack until we pop it, so that's annoying. But we can just keep stacking various buffs until... I guess we can't play both of these. Oh, we can, because we have that. We cannot play them again, though. I mean, we could, but we would shock ourselves, which isn't great. Let's see. Shock you a little bit, or get you close to being shocked. Fortunately, not quite all the way. And then that one dies. This is going to be annoying, but there's not a whole ton we can do about it. I'm just glad any of us are worth doing that, because like if we're going to be overcharged, we're just going to be shocked for the rest of the fight anyway. So may as well get that damage out. Pop you. Draw 1 whole card. Alright, you're just gonna die. Eat and ate up one of our shock while it did. You're gonna get the shock back, but these things happen. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of damage here. But we got to do a lot of damage back in return, so. Alright. There we go. That is not the thing we wanted to see. We'll take the Mind Seed. And we're moving on. And we will... Actually, we go here because this still gives us the shot at the thing that we want. So this is actually going to be net the 2 mana we need. Let's get that permanent, or that non-temporary powerful. Let's do this. I think we do want to do that to go pop and pop. And actually that is very good, because now we can just do this and it'll be lethal. More shield. Even more shield. You don't need to play the cleansing shield right now. Yeah. Supercharge for more damage, and we get there. All right. Rocky Hide is okay, but I think we kind of need mana. I think we'll take Predator's Focus. And yeah, we'll see what we find. Really disappointed we didn't get that Shocking Focus. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, so that got us another charge, which is going to be important for getting that shield. We are unfortunately going to take damage here because I made mistakes, but it's fine. I have a cat that is trying to obscure my vision of my screen. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do this, I think, because that'll give us 4 plated, but that's not enough. Or, yeah, it's not enough. It'll shock us if we do that, and I don't think that's worthwhile. I would love to get weak out on you. Let's draw a card, and then just... Okay. Nah, don't love that. It's fine. Wrong button. We're going to supercharge so that we can charge strike. Now we'll just shock you, which is fun. Alright, so now we get debuffed and probably have a bad day. Yeah. We do have ways to get a decent amount of shield. We just have to find them. The frail is very annoying here. Because we would be able to get at least a reasonable amount of shield if it wasn't for that. Okay. We do manage to save just enough damage that we didn't quite lose recoverable. Although the fact that we don't have any ways to actually get shield up is disappointing. Oh, we can get there though, because if we do this into that, now we have that, so we can play Guarding Tactics and get at least some shield. This is not lethal, we don't want to do it, and we don't want to play that because we don't want to take more. Alright, so now we just have to find... That'll do. Any damage. Okay, so still taking some damage, some hits. Don't quite have the shield gain I'd like. Chaotic Barrier is probably worthwhile here. Vindictive Aura is actually probably useful. And then for the upgrade, I think it goes to 6. I think we upgrade the level take surge. I think being able to get into supercharged when we need it is important. I should be cutting cards, but that requires thinking, and thinking is hard. It's my motto. Emerald Dragon is probably going to be potentially a tricky fight. We don't have a lot of great ways to manage the shock. If we could find like an Absorb Elements, that'd be nice. I really wish we'd gotten that Mystic Ritual to help us draw cards, but we just didn't get lucky on any of the fights we could have found it. So get out of this. vulnerable. Thinking what we want to do. I think... I don't think. That's actually very nice. I want the shield, but I also want to play this. It's kind of a waste of a supercharge energy, but absolutely that was going to happen. And then let's see what status we get out. Sure. Fine with another explosion. And now we can do this. Get a shield we actually get to keep. More shield. And let's see. Oh, right, we're bleeding. Let's draw some cards. Cleanse is probably going to happen. And then the damage there is 29. It's not going to kill. It's not going to kill on its own, but at that point, we get out. Yeah, that's just going to kill you, I think. Yep. And you're just going to die also to counterattack, so bonk bonk. Okay, Sanctuary. Our mana situation is still a little bit precarious, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. Overflowing armor also seems very good. The critical damage has been doing us good work, but okay. So the trick here is we do have to manage our incoming status from this shock barrier. Alright, let's draw some cards. Okay. So we have Purify, which is nice. The other thing here that's important to know is that every time we get a detonation out, we get extra value. Words. Let's go ahead and do this, because that's free, basically, and it's worth a lot of damage. Okay. Pop. Okay. Let's supercharge. Frozen Hide. And we can draw cards. I like the idea of getting some powerful up. I like the idea of getting some shield up. And then we do not want to get shocked, but we do want to get more tough, I think. Can we afford to do this? I don't know. I think we're going to risk it. Oh, right, we already took away the shock barrier. Duh. Get more shield and more reflect. We are slowly but surely working our way towards victory. Okay, so these will shock us, which we don't love, but it may be worth it. Okay, let's do this, which I think is going to pop So I don't have a good handle on what the timing is on how much health this pop happens right now, because it changed because this thing got more health. I think we want to do that. Okay, so we are shocked. That is going to hurt a lot if we can't block it, which we probably can't block all of it, but we can block some of it. We can block most of it, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, gonna take 1 damage. And we're shocked again, which is the most unfortunate part of that. And we're gonna get shocked again. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I've got a plan. Ta-da! Lightning Communion seems okay. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not bad. Frost Dagger I don't think does enough for us, but it's probably better than the other options. And then for our upgrade, I think if we're going to keep the Accursed Ceremony, we probably should upgrade it. I still am just really hesitant to upgrade this. Is that just going to go to 444? Yeah. Hobble Plus, I think, having the extra week, because we don't have ways to... We're drawing through our deck so slowly, and I'm being stubborn about not removing cards. I think we're going to take a bunch of events and get whatever this is going into Maw, because I don't know that we have enough cleanse otherwise. Let's see what this is. Okay. Let's detonate you a couple times for value. And then thinking on what to do with the rest. We have this. Getting those detonations out is nice. And then, yeah, we're going to get a bunch of Reflect out. So one of the other notes here is that so Sturdy now will give us extra shield for every 6 ranks we have. So we get +2 from that, and then we get +3 from this, which means that all told we get +5 shield whenever we play a shield card, which is very nice. Oh, I should have played that. I was not. I was playing too quickly. Forgot about that. Now we can afford to play the Shrivel. That's going to freeze us if we play it, but I think we have to play that at some point, but I don't want to. Hey. So what happened there is it attacked once and froze itself, and then, let's see, that's 38 minutes in? Okay. And then it didn't do anything else. Give me a moment. Let me report a bug real quick. All right. Let me think. So, gonna do damage. Oh, we're gonna get this kill. And then, because we didn't play that, we're gonna just play this. And that ended our turn, which is fine. All right, we just apply Frost with our strikes. And we don't need to play that. All right, we just need to find anything that does damage. That doesn't really qualify, but close enough. Goodbye. Normally I take the Barb Strike, but I think with 2 Barb Strike plus we're probably fine on those. Okay. You definitely want to do that. I think we want to pop you to get rid of those buffs. And then let's curse you. Let's actually see what we get out of this. Sure, we'll draw one more card even though doesn't do as much for us as we would like. Okay. You're just going to die regardless. I think we want to pop you first because we wanted to, because that was going to use up the shock. We're getting pretty lucky on these crits. What is our... Oh, we have a 50% crit chance, I guess. Oh, we have a 70% crit chance, so it's not too much luck. I know I could have checked the card, but I am not always the best at thinking. Alright, you are now no longer hidden because we forced the attack. And then I kind of like this quick start. It's another way to get mana, it's another way to get energy. Both of those are good things. Upgrade a skill, absolutely. I think we may cut the Nature's Blessing. It has been kind of underwhelming. Because we haven't needed the heal, mainly. Arcane Aegis Plus is pretty good. That is also pretty good. Oh, no, we probably want this cleanse twice going into Maw. And then we can take this over the key. Just the ability to upgrade things at will is nice. We could go into this fight. It might be a good test of our ability to beat Maw, but I don't really care about either of those cards. And so I think I'm inclined to just do event. Okay, I don't really want to do this fight, but didn't have a ton of choice. Because I didn't want to lose my Vindictive Aura. That's actually very nice, because that will turn this on. Which will turn that on. Which means that this is now safe to play. Yeah, this is definitely underwhelming. Okay. It's just going to give powerful this turn, which is not really useful to me. For some reason, I thought I only need to play one more card in order to get out of. Okay. We can toughen. And then I don't think we really want to play that treasure. Let's pop somebody with this. I guess you. This guy's definitely a lot more dangerous than I would like, but it's fine. And then we can go ahead and get a little bit of extra shield. Oh, right, because it still gets the +5 or whatever from all the other stuff we've got, so that works out. Okay, let's play this, which will shock you, which will turn that on. And then we can get more mana. And also make some space in hand. Okay. Doing a good job on getting those murders out. I think if we're going to play that for mana, because we can do that because that was one of the changes, and it just hasn't come up before now. Pop and pop, you're left at 1 HP, but we have Reflect. We even have so much Reflect that we can do this safely and still have lethal, which is funny. Oh, if we do this, we get shocked, but we get enough to supercharge, which gives us lethal. So we will take it. Yeah, those guaranteed crits from having the critical blessing, plus they started ambushed. Like, that was nothing that we did. It was just everything works out nicely. Take turn to gunk. Because turn to gunk is very, very useful against Moss specifically. We definitely want the Cursed Apple. We might have enough healing, even after we cut the Nature's Blessing, that we don't need the Vindictive Aura. We've been doing a good job of avoiding damage, so. See what we get out of this. Okay, let's supercharge. So we get a lot of mana from that. Okay, that's actually very nice. Now I will copy this and play it twice. Idiot. We'll draw more cards. Okay. I think we may just transform. No, let's not transform that. Let's pitch that and hope to draw the exhaustion so that we can just turn it to gunk. And that'll heal us back. Then we can just get tough. Okay. Okay. Okay, and there we go. I didn't play Cleansing Shield first because I'd forgotten that we had upgraded it, so it was going to cleanse twice, because Cleansing Shield only used to cleanse once regardless. Okay. Go and get more counterattack up. Why not? Sure, apply a little bit more frost. Why not? Fight is effectively over at this point. I don't think there's anything that this thing can do to us at this point that would let it beat us. Now we can cleanse. Like, that puts shield on you, but we don't care really. You can take a lot of damage. Counterattack. Right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. I may as well do that, which will get us a couple explosions. Have so much sturdy now. Let's do this to shock. Hey, it shocked twice, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Okay. Very lightly cursed, but we don't care. Yeah, our deck is just incredibly fat right now. We can't afford Gamble, but we can afford Arcane Silence. We could probably upgrade the Arcane Silence. I don't know that that is what we want to do, but it's something we could do, certainly. Mind Seed Plus is okay. Just thinking through what all we could get. Kind of like that, just to have the extra, because that gives us full growth stacks when we use, especially because it's our only growth card. And yeah, we're just going to cut the Nature's Blessing. I don't think it's quite doing what we wanted to do. And then we're going to go through here. And this, there's a chance this is CPU. And then I think this deck may actually be okay to beat CPU. It could get close. But I think there's a chance we would be able to beat CPU, which is nice. To get out of this. Okay. So we don't have Shock. Or we don't, oh, we can upgrade this with Hammer, which is, there's a decent chance that's what we end up doing here. But I want to see what we get out of these first. Okay. Pitching that. Yeah, we don't have any ways to self-status right now, unfortunately. Oh, which means we don't have any, oh, we do have mana, we have this, duh. This will detonate all of these jerks. Yeah, I think we are going to hammer this, which means that when we play it, it will freeze all of them. It just gives us the free turn. And then this will actually be worth quite a lot because of the plated. And think about getting powerful every time it does that. It's fine. Okay. Let's get extra powerful. The evasion is really annoying as well. Okay. I think we're going to transform that. And bonk you for a decent amount of damage. Get more reflect up. Yeah, take a little bit of damage there, but not too much. Not an unmanageable amount, I would say. Okay. Weakening all of them works out very nicely for us. And then this freezes us, but we don't care. That back one does need to die. I had wanted to avoid letting it supercharge, or sorry, not letting it death spores everything before we were ready, but at this point I believe we are fine. And besides, now we have killed all of that. We've gotten rid of all the death spores. Okay. Do we want to give out... It gives that more damage, but I think that's still worth it to get out this friend. Just for the extra... No, we are out of... I actually managed to run out of counterattack. That's rare. Should have supercharged first. It's fine. And lethal. Hunter's Focus is fine. That doesn't do anything for us. This is actually kind of going to be actively bad some amount of the time. I think I like this powerful too much to take this Turtle Shell. let's see, free upgrade, which we will spend on. So this wasn't CPU. I think the Arcane Silence, because again, we are going into Maw. And then I don't really want to deal with all of these evasion jerks. And the cards from this are more valuable anyway. Just thinking about if I provoking shove this one, which is I think what I'm going to do. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any extra mana. Oh, whoops, I didn't make space for all the things that were generated. That is on me. Let's supercharge. And then we can, this actually works out very nicely. And then I think I want to play this for the shield. Oh, nothing is shocked. Okay. Let me check something. Sorry, I am thinking. So this doesn't shock us, which is nice. I think we do want to supercharge. And then this will take out 2 of those plated stacks, which is nice. This is slightly more damage. Pop you again. I think we can actually get rid of this focus. Rude, stealing our mana. Can't afford to play this because we get shocked, but we may do it anyway. Actually, we've got plenty of health. We can do that. And then there's no good way to sequence this. Yeah, there's no good way to sequence this, really. Because if I play this, we don't get the shield. But if I play this first, we get frozen. So I think we do that. Oh, but that removes all of our shield. I am not very clever. I was thinking, I successfully thought myself into taking more damage. I am very, very smart. It's okay, we have heals. So I think we need the mana first. Then we purify to get a lot of shield to get extra bonus percentage. I think... Oh, keep misclicking. There we go. We can cleanse ourselves. Not that we had anything to cleanse off. Gets us some arcane out. Counterattack for lethal. for exactly lethal, actually, which is fun. We can play both of those. Question is, can we play that? Answer is yes, so we don't mind having a kind of bad day. Which? Yeah, because we explode and then we explode again. But I think that was worth it. Just need to find some way to get this kill. Which, that'll do. Let's draw some cards and see if we can find a little bit more healing. Pump. Okay, no more healing. That's fine. Clear focus is good. Masquerade Mask is very good. And then, I think the Curse Ceremony... Yeah, no, that can actually go, which does mean that the ancient statuette is now bad. And I shouldn't have held on to it, but that's where we're at, so... I want to do this first because I want to get rid of... I want to ensure that we hit with Charge Strike. Oh, we can just hit anyway, apparently. Sure. Just get some mana. Probably shouldn't have wasted that shock there. And we're going to take one whole damage. It's an unfortunate series of draws. Which is the downside to actually having mana, is that it means that we do have the ability to sometimes draw all mana. Okay, gonna cleanse ourselves off. I don't think we need that. Alright. Let's see. Bonk bonk. Shock. And shock. We get to cleanse off some of our debuffs. That works out nicely. And this gets us healing. Okay. So yeah, not too bad. We actually took Provoking Shove, which is fairly rare for me. Goading Glare, I don't like going into Maw, I think. Well. No, I don't. Let's just take the Arcane Nova, although I probably am going to cut it here. Yeah, I don't think I like the Arcane Nova much when we are only going to be fighting one enemy. And I would like to find another trinket to replace that one thing. See, is there anything else here that we don't really need against one enemy? The Purifies are probably unnecessary. Purify is probably unnecessary, but I like having it. Chaotic Barrier is pretty whatever. I don't know how much I care, but... I think if I was going to cut anything, it would be the Quick Start. Okay. This is better than the Ancient Statuette. And then we'll just keep healing until we get to... There we go. Let's roll. I actually like doing this right now. And then, yeah, we can actually just kill with that, which is satisfying. Am I just going to transform this into gunk? And that may be what's about to happen. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to do this. I should have done it first, but I think I still want to do it now. Because I wanted to get up counterattack if I could. I think I'm going to upgrade one of these for the more counterattacks. This will give us all the energy. And we can get mana. And getting this shield doesn't do any good for us, so we're not going to. We're just going to save the mana. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bop. Oh, we should do this first. Let's get rid of the weak. Sequencing is difficult. Alright, we did not get the trash cards because this thing froze itself before it could give them to us. Which is exactly according to Keikaku. Translator's note. Keikaku is a meme. Okay, we can do this, which will actually just apply a lot of shock, which is funny. And then we pitch. We don't need that. We don't really need... Well, that does get us back up to max shield. Get a lot of reflect. And into the turn. Okay. We are very happy to get attacked 6 times. I think I may actually be fine provoking shoving here. Actually, I think I'm definitely going provoking shove here. Yes, yes, please do. Now we have all of these that they're just bad for us, but worth it. We can play one of them at least. Yeah, we don't have any other spells in our deck, but look at all that damage. So that was BRB doing some quick math. That was 432 reflect damage. Which, you know. And you have to be happy with that. Okay. Let's think. Decide if I want to play one of these. I think I'm going to start with that. Okay, that makes me more willing to do that. Let's gain some mana. And yeah, that's most of our cleanse gone, or most of our thirst gone. And then we get even more reflect damage. Okay, now we get really cursed. But it's fine. And unfortunately we don't want to provoke this turn. Unless we can get lethal, which we might actually be able to do. Yeah, I think we may just get lethal outright. Yeah. Oh, we got that crit, so I didn't get the, I was going to shove to death. Okay. So that was goading Paladin. I would say that went very well overall. So I will see you guys for the next video, whatever that ends up being. Until then, toodles.